Hello everyone. eBay has changed the location of the coupon for those free shipping supplies. They've made some changes to the display for the fast and free program. Etsy has announced category changes in gemstones and video games. And there are two changes that may be of interest to YouTube creators. So keep listening. In its own inimitable and convoluted way of doing things, eBay has made something easier to find, yet made it more difficult to find in the easier place by not telling anybody that they moved it to the easier place. So if you're a person like me who every quarter has to go racking your brains to remember where to go to find the subscriber discount for getting your free shipping supplies, it is now right on Seller Hub on the Marketing tab. Just go to your Seller Hub, click on the Marketing tab, and you will see subscriber discounts right below, leading right to your eBay shipping supplies code. Wouldn't it have been nice if eBay had just made a little announcement about that? If you are an eBay seller whose items are eligible to carry the fast and free badge that eBay has been using for over a decade now, they have just announced a simplified shipping signals program. And the badge will now say free so many days shipping, free 2-day shipping, or 3-day shipping. Instead of that, just the fast and free, that will allow the customers to know when they should expect their delivery. And this gives a view of what the old experience looked like in the US for the buyer, and now what the new shipping signals will look like. And basically it gives that highlighted so many day shipping label. And you can read all about that and how they come up with those signals in the article that I will link in the description box down below. Etsy has announced updates to some categories and attributes that will help make buyers find things easier, and conversely have sellers get their things found more easily. Etsy is regularly updating the categories and attributes, and on July 1st it announced new gemstone type attributes. So they've added 82 new options to the gemstone type to describe the type of stone used. And they've also added new categories and attributes for video games to get even more specific in that area. The new categories are arcade games, consoles, controllers and joysticks, games, handheld and pocket games, parts and modifications, controller modifications, dock covers and socks, and stands and displays. And they've also added the attributes of game format and a second for video game lots, so that you can describe what's included in those video game lots. Not specifically reseller related, but for YouTube creators, just a few items. YouTube is adding new channel achievement cards to incentivize creator activity. And they're showing milestones with new achievement cards that will be displayed within the YouTube Studio dashboard. So these are not achievement cards, it looks like, that will be shown to your viewers, but will be shown to you in your YouTube Studio. For instance, so many hours of watch time or so many views when you hit those milestones. YouTube says that creators will see these cards when they're passing certain milestones, for example, around subscribers, views, and watch time hours. And the goal of this is to better recognize creators and their amazing work. It goes on to say that it seems like a fairly light way to promote increased YouTube activity, but could be just the encouragement that some creators need to keep going, particularly in the early days of building their channels. So you'll be able to see these cards over the next few months on your YouTube Studio to help you know that you're going in a positive direction. And that can't be a bad thing. Another thing that YouTube has announced is new channel guidelines to provide more comment management options. It is experimenting with ways to help reduce abusive comments, and it's running a new test of channel guidelines that will enable channel managers to set rules around the types of comments people can post on their videos. So those who are in the test pool will see the new option in the community section of their YouTube studio settings. So you might want to check those settings to see if you have them yet to kind of play around with. And it is also expanding the process of holding potentially hurtful comments. So this was launched last year, detecting potentially harmful comments and then moving them to held for review. And if the channel owner, if you choose not to take action on these comments, then they're removed automatically. It says that this option was fully rolled out on desktops earlier this year, so if you work on desktop, you may already have noticed this, but it is now going to be available on mobile as well. So 2 things for YouTube creators that might be of interest. And that's all I have for you today. Links to all the articles that I talked about today are in the description box below, so you can get all of the information on anything you're interested in. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, good sales come to those who list.